ist die Aufstellung der deutschen Mannschaft. Die Eis,
Welcome to Berlin, welcome to the Max Schmeling Halle here. And the hosts in black, Germany, taking on Iran in the white, the number 7 ranked team in the world, Iran, the number 1 ranked team in the world, the Germans. Christopher Ruhr waves to the crowd. He'll be hoping to wave to them in celebration later on. This is a team that have only once not finished first at this level of competition in the World Cup. That came in 2015 in Leipzig, where they finished in bronze medal position, beating Iran in the bronze medal match 13-2. Martin Hainer is leading the team in fine style, as he does with regularity. They have a host of global stars. Marco Milkau with a smirk on his face, Ruhr with the headband next to Dan Nguyen, who he tapped on the shoulder. This is a very, very, very good team, the German team. Tobias Walter, the number 21, the goalkeeper. We'll have the national anthems of both teams now before this semi-final. Germany versus Iran. Iran's second semi-final ever.
Liebe Gäste, bitte erheben Sie sich. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthems. Zuerst die deutsche Nationalhymne. First, the national anthem of Germany. Dear Hurricanes from all over the world, now the national anthem of Iran.
Well, pride on both sides. The host nation against a team that dominate indoor hockey in Asia, Iran, both singing with such utter pride that it really brings goosebumps. The Germans are in, they are packing the Max Schmeling Halle. That is the squad. Well, the news is, of course, that Mats Granbusch is not going to play today. He's aggravated an injury he was recuperating from. And the news from the Germans is he will not take part in this semi-final. Martin Heine is saying, this is our hall, and we're #1 in the world for a reason. Look at the focus. Look at what it means to him. The doctor is speaking and everyone will listen. The Germans in the black are pumped up and ready to go. They want their world crown back. They lost it in Leipzig in 2015. That, for Germany, is uncharted territory. For Iran, this is the second time they have appeared in an indoor World Cup semi-final. Poznan 2011, they finished in 9th. Leipzig 2015, they finished in 4th place, losing to Germany. That is the Iranian lineup. Their captain is Berat Baranvan, the goalkeeper Sasan Hataminejad, and of course other goalkeeper Ali Reza Shahzad-Sharahi. They are an exciting team. Look out for the likes of Navid Teraridad and Nuzozada, who has scored a lot of goals for this side. He currently sits 3rd in the rankings on 12 goals, 5 field goals, 5 penalty corners, 2 penalty strokes. Christopher Ruhr, who starts in the number 17 shirt with the headband on his forehead, is top of the goal-scoring charts, 15 goals. Ruhr currently taking up the centre-forward position. Almost a lazy defensive technique from Ruhr in the opening. Didn't matter because it went through to Heine. And on to Ferdi Weinke. These two linked up so well out in Bhubaneswar as this team, depleted of players, finished a very creditable 4th with 11 players in the bronze medal match against India. On the bench currently for them, their goal scorer that day, Mark Appel. And when he comes on, you'll note, he's actually a goalkeeper. Scored to open the scoring against India as Germany went for bronze. They lost narrowly, but now indoor, they're hoping to get round another Asian opponent, and this time it's Iran. Out suddenly pops Taharad. Captain's told to retreat. Biran Vand. Auka. And the noise really lifts. Ruhr, he can do anything from anywhere. Weinke wanted the ball. Heine went to Ruhr instead. Rock Vice Coleman. Of course, Uhlenhorster won the German Indoor League, which is so strong. Mo Förster, one of the players for that Uhlenhorster Hamburg team. Former German superstar. Now away come Iran. Nuruzadeh, the number 10. Goals in him, 11 is Biranvad, the captain, waiting down the line, wanting the ball. Here is the number 10 instead, though it's Nuruzadeh. But Germany, so quick. Heine, the break on this rather upright stance of Taharad. The umpires for this one, just to confirm, Louis Martinez of Spain as Ruhr has the ball, and Bart de Liefde of the Netherlands. Ruhr back to Weinke. Heine. Almost effortless from Martin Heine. Oh, the ball nearly snuck through to Marco Milkau, who was just snooping around the edges. Heine scores goals as well as creating them. He's a player who really gets the German outdoor team ticking indoor, even more so because he plays in that vital pivot role, just manoeuvring the ball and manoeuvring the opposition. Buran Van drops the ball back to Barami. Whistle goes, and the number 9, Tahirarad, is forced to retreat. This Iranian team known very much for their skill and creativity in Asian indoor hockey, and Christopher Ruhr says, don't forget about me. I've got 15 goals to my name. Nearly made it 16, but it just flashed past the post of the Iranian number 1, Ataminejad, who's had a superb competition. Ruhr, penalty stroke, pumps his fist, and Germany are really clicking early. Hauke it was who gets the credit from Ruhr. Ruhr goes straight to the ball and straight to the line. Penalty stroke coming. Iran go over to have a discussion with their bench. Now, you'll note in indoor hockey the penalty spot is a lot further out than in outdoor. As you'll see, Ruhr can essentially take a run up to the ball, but Ataminejad is a very large structure, and he makes the save. And look at the Iranian bench, it's like they've just scored the winner in the final. It wasn't a bad flick at all, but the brute of a goalkeeper has saved it, and what a save it was for Ataminejad. He is an absolute man mounted. Stefan Kermash just parading for Germany on the sidelines. Away comes Hauke. Ruhr, milk cow outside, into Ruhr. Dinks it over, and it's the first goal, and Ruhr, Eagles, arms spread like an eagle, scores Germany's first. Well, if you ever doubted where the German goals were coming from this evening, Christopher Ruhr is always such a prominent goal-scoring threat for them. And once more it proves the case, and Iran find themselves a goal down. Ruhr had been denied moments ago. A fantastic penalty stroke saved by Ataminejad, and almost cheekily Ruhr said, well, I can't beat you with power, I'll beat you with precision. And reverse stick flicks the ball in. Weinke. Here he is once more. Ball just popping up off his stick as Nouranian popped out of the Iranian defence. Nouranian, the number 6, picks up now and races away. Sadi, the number 5, over on the left-hand side, wants the ball. Arui has it, Abbas Arui. But he's dispossessed. Martin Zwicker. Centre midfield he plays. Outdoor. That was definitely a foot of Esnashari, but the umpire allowing them to continue, and Tobias Walter has to be very much on his guard, because the Iranians, very quickly, the shot was away, and Walter stayed upright and made the save well. 1-0 the score. Newen into the game. Another excellent midfielder for the German outdoor team here. Taking up space on the right-hand flank at the moment. Weinke looks for space. Zwicker. Ferdi Weinke. Oh, the opportunity, Otter. And then just lifted in, and sweet as you like, Fabian Pelke with the goal. It's 2-0 Germany. Germany are well on their way here, and Iran are very much going to have to stick with them. They won 13-2 last time these two met in the World Cup. It was a bronze medal match. And Germany, with 13 minutes 20 left to go till the half-time break, a 2-0 in the lead. And Ataminejad, despite saving that penalty stroke, has conceded 2 in quick succession. Stefan Kermasch, arm around the shoulder of his team. He's a very calm but intense coach. He definitely does not like losing. Found that out in Bangladesh for the Hockey World League finals when his team lost 3-0 to Australia in the semi-finals, despite being depleted and down to 13 players in the squad. He looked deadpan as he said, well, it was an okay performance, but we did not win. Today is different. As the Iranian keeper saved. What a finish that was from Vadim Pelka. And breathe. The Max Schmeling Arena can just calm down slightly. It is buzzing. This stadium has already seen the German women make the semi-finals. That will take place the last game on pitch number 1 this evening in Berlin. Are they going to see the German men make their way to yet another indoor World Cup final? This really is a hotbed of indoor hockey. The German programme really pride themselves on being the team to beat. Netherlands, of course, didn't even qualify for the men's event this time. Nguyen. Heine. Zwicker and Heine just offering passes in and out. Otta, superb goal-scoring record for the 36-year-old. Heine drops all the way back. The Iranians aren't tempted out at all. Only the precision of Heine, but the pace that he plays with that makes him so good. The ball pace is always crisp. Just playing the ball back and forth. Pelka and Heine. Iran watch. Not rushing all very nearly through to Otta. Otta, of course, missed the last game in the pool stages for Germany. Nguyen. Back to Zwicker. Heine uses the handle of his stick to control the ball, which is perfectly legal. And away comes Buran Vand, fighting his way through, goes to ground, gets the free hit just outside, almost threw himself into the D to try and get more. The umpire was having none of it, and Buran Vand continues the conversation. But Iran will have to settle for the ball, and the possession is opposed to the penalty corner. The skills of Arui not quite there that time. Abbas Arui. This Iranian team, of course, champions of Asia, the Asia Cup Indoor 2017 last April in Qatar. Buran Vand swings and misses. Buran Vand in outside the D. He has to take it 3 meters before going into the D. He didn't. And the umpire barks at Martin Heine and says, take it from where it was given. And he has a point. Heine was a long way away from where the original misdemeanor took place. The German crowd see the funny side. Ferdi Weink. Again, this Iranian defensive wall just stands on the dotted line outside of the D, the 3 meter line. Weink, no space ahead of him. So using Heine, continuing the thought process between the two of them. Then suddenly it arrives at Milkow's door, and he very nearly put the ball past Hatim-Najad for the 3rd German goal, but Hatim-Najad did very, very well indeed. Milkow using the wall superbly. In fact, it's Tobias Hauke using the board superbly to try and get himself out of trouble. Heine. Cow just circling the top of the D. Ruhr drops in at left back. Left defender. Heine patrolling. Ruhr has to be quick with his hands to control that one because it wasn't quite where Heine meant it to go. Then Ruhr moves forward into a more lofty position that he's used to. Hauke takes up Ruhr's place and the German claps. Here is Ruhr. Now they go, and it's snuck in. It's gone through the pad of Hatem-Al-Ajad, and Sasan Hatem-Al-Ajad will be livid with himself there because he is better than that. He went down low, and Christopher Ruhr just snuck it past him from an acute angle, and disappointing for the big Iranian number one. Milkau tries to steal the ball from Buren Van that time. Away go Germany. Ruhr and Milkau, such exciting players. Milkau just loses the ball for a moment. Heine goes in with strength, loses the ball due to the umpire's whistle and decision. The Iranians are just starting to get aggravated and showing that at the umpire. Buren Van. Out it goes to Barami. Buren Van dinks the ball through his legs. Nicely done. Nourouzadeh. Sardi once more down the line. Nourouzadeh tried to claim the ball back, but then it's Hauke. Milkau. The goalkeeper has to be careful that he's not covering the ball up. Got off it very quickly, and Milkau gives away the free hit. 3-0 Germany. Have Iran, the 7th ranked team in the world, playing the number 1 ranked team in the world. Have they got an answer? Of course, the quarter-finals, Iran only made it through thanks to a 2-1 shootout win against Czech Republic. After a 2-all draw across the 40 minutes. Hauke, ball taken away, Iran race away, 3-on-3. Rather running out of ideas. Noura's set up, then loses the ball to Nguyen. Tries to steal it back, and Nguyen claims the free hit. Otter and Pelka wait to come on. Both goal-scoring pedigree. Pelka into the game. He's scored already today. Otter waits on the sidelines. Weinke. Nguyen looked for the ball, but it just popped away from him over the boards. Weinke. Hauke. Otter still waiting to come on. And away now races Tahirarad. And a penalty corner going the way of Iran. Navid Tahirarad with this upright gangly style of his, which doesn't look very natural, but definitely works, and he's scored a number of goals this week with it. Currently 21st on the tournament score list, 4 goals for the competition. Saturday evening in Berlin of semi-finals. It's 10-5 in the evening here. The German public being treated to a real festival of hockey. Marco Milkau will have to watch this penalty corner from the Iranian half as he heads out over the halfway line. Now, what's going to happen here? Is Walter going to go? No, he's not. The Iranian injector is going to be warned as to his conduct. He's told to get on with it. It's Barami. The Germans are not happy. Pelka very much in the ear of the umpire. Nurazada, ball's in the net. The whistle's gone. Now Walter's being warned. And we start again. Penalty corner once more. Not the Leeft and Louis Martinez, the umpires. And somehow that stayed out. It was an absolute rocket from Nurazada. Nurazada and Iran down the line. Taharad. Nurazada, back it goes. And the injector Barami, who was warned before, plays the ball forward. Iran in the white have a prolonged period of pressure and a 3-goal disadvantage currently. Tahirarad. All he found was Pelka, who has support. It's 36-year-old Otter, who didn't quite have the legs on that occasion. 19 goals at the 2015 World Cup in Leipzig. Ruhr looking for a third here. Otter reversed it. Good second save as well from Hatamnejad. Ruhr's second goal of the game earlier on puts him on to 17 in the competition. But again, Hatamnejad, who has had a very busy half and has done well to only concede 2, bearing in mind Ruhr did have a penalty stroke earlier on. Newen. Heine, the ball just dotting up off his stick. Zwicker. Ruhr gives and goes. Space opening up. Zwicker cuts back. Newen wants the ball, won't get it this time. Zwicker has to go all the way back. Doesn't know that Ruhr's wide open on the left-hand side. If only he can find him. Instead, the ball's stolen away from him by Tahirarad, but the umpire's whistle saves German blushes. 1:28 left in the half. Germany, a comfortable first half. We saw with the Netherlands in the women's game earlier, in the women's fourth quarter-final. Ruhr's going to get himself a card here, and that was manufactured, it felt, by Navid Tahirarad, and there were definite afters and words between Ruhr and the Iranian number 9. Ruhr can be feisty. Pleasant guy off the pitch, but he can be feisty on it. And on that occasion, I don't think he was seeing eye to eye with Navid Tahirarad. He felt that he created the card somewhat. Now, I spoke about the Iranian creativity, looking to go one-handed there, then drilled in. Oh, that is magnificent. And Iran have a goal, and that was really, really good stuff. The deflection, the ball in from Barami. And it was Tahirarad and Nurazada who were waiting and watching. And Tahirarad got the deflection to score the goal. 3-1. Iran are off the mark. Ruhr's back. That's well done by the goalkeeper, Hatamnejad, diving out to stop Ruhr. Ruhr's still going, Ruhr's still going. And another superb save by the goalkeeper, and a second, and then nearly a third. And then Iran get the decision. The Iranian players and then Heiner as well asking questions of the umpire. It's a fiery game, this one. It's an exciting game. Ruhr isn't sure what's going on. And at half-time, Germany have the lead. That man, Christopher Ruhr, is playing superbly. It's Germany 3, Iran 1, and it's all to play for in the second half of the first 2018 Indoor Hockey World Cup semi-final for the men.
Es geht um einen Essensgutschein im Wert von 250 € in unserem Pasta Shootout. Da kommt der 5. Wer möchte anfangen von euch? Fängst du an? Komm mal mit mir mit. Ein Ball bis hierhin. Wie ist dein Name?
Lola.
Lola, bitteschön. Such dir einen Schläger aus und bist den, genau. Und dann bitte in diese kleine Garage laut treffen. Und Lola kriegt einen riesengroßen Applaus. Oh, Lola, das macht nichts. Überhaupt nicht schlimm. Wer ist der Nächste? Du bist der Nächste. Wie heißt du? Moritz. Moritz, das ist dein Applaus. Bitte treffen. Auf geht's, Moritz. Ah, knapp daneben. So, wen haben wir jetzt? Wer möchte? Die Ladies? Fängst du an in der Mitte. Sehr schön. Wie ist dein Name? Jill. Jill, du hast dich qualifiziert und darfst mitmachen. Achtung, Jill. Jetzt geht's los. Ich sag mal, wer den Helm des Iraners trifft, der kriegt von mir noch einen Sonderpreis. Okay, wer ist jetzt dran? Oh, der Jüngste. Wie ist dein Name?
Theo.
Theo, wie alt bist du? 7 Jahre alt, okay. Also wer 7 ist, ja, steht sie mindestens bis hier, oder? Und solange das Publikum applaudiert, so nah gehe ich ran. Noch applaudieren alle. Okay, das reicht, oder? Komm, Theo, das ist deine Chance. Mit 7 da reintreffen. Ich hätte es dir so gegönnt. Super gemacht. So, wen haben wir noch? Ein Pasta-Shootout, eine junge Dame noch. Wie alt bist du? 11. Und wie heißt du?
Katinka.
Katinka. Bitteschön, Katinka. Jetzt bist du dran. Und dann hau das Ding da rein. Und dann gibt es 250 € in Nudelform. Ja, knapp daneben. Schade, aber tolle Kandidaten, die wir gehabt haben. Ihr wart alle dran, ne? Passt. Dankeschön. Dankeschön. Ihr habt es super gemacht. Ich gehe davon aus, das sind alle Fans von Deutschland. Oder hält hier irgendjemand für den Iran? Wobei, die sind auch echt nett, die Jungs, ne? Spielt super. Also, macht großen Spaß. Dankeschön an euch. Dankeschön, Sie. Und dann sind wir hier am Start mit unserem Vapiano-Gewinnspiel. Herrlich. 1 Minute noch, dann sind wir wieder da.
Well, the last bits of the plan are being put in place for the Germans. Tobias Walter and Martin Hain are having a discussion. Walter almost looks distressed at his captain. Often such a jovial figure, Tobias Walter. remains in goal for this German team. The crowd don't need masses of hyping up. They've got the world #1 ranked team, the hosts, who finished in bronze medal position in the 2015 World Cup. They also finished in bronze at the European Championships, although that squad was markedly different to this one. Iran, champions of Asia, ruffling a few feathers here. The goal of Tahirarad, getting them on the score sheet in the first half. They have conceded 3 now in 5 of their 6 matches. Only the Swiss failed to score 3 goals against this Iranian team. But of note, they did hold Austria, who made the semi-finals, the team that Germany finds so hard to play against nowadays. Likes of Benny Stanzel and co. They held them to a 3-3 draw. So, Iranian fans, don't worry just yet. Weinke, Hauke and Heine. They've very much gone 3 at the back and 2 up at the moment, Germany. Weinke, unusually for him, moving into the midfield. Ruhr wanted the ball. It goes back to Heine. Milk Cow waits in the middle. Weinke, it just pops away from him and he can't get the shot away. And then the battle will go to a bully. Ferdy Weinke is just getting better and better and better as he's exposed to international hockey, both indoor and out, the 23-year-old. When you bear in mind that the captain Martin Heine, 29, won't go on forever. Weinke, a ready-made replacement. Ruhr causing problems, as ever he does. Loves scoring goals, loves creating trouble for international defences. Here comes Heine, spins, tries to find Ruhr. The Iranians get lucky there because the ball just popped up off the captain, Biranvand. Tahirarad, and then Biranvand with the shot, and it was brilliantly saved by Walter. Hauke, Ruhr, goal. It's his hat-trick. It probably should have come earlier because Christopher Ruhr missed a stroke earlier on. And the Iranians as well have had a green card shown to their number 10, Reza Nurazada. Christopher Ruhr is on the finest of form, 18 goals now for the competition. Now, that contradicts what I've just seen the umpire show. I believe he showed a green card to Nurazada. So we'll just wait, because it's a difference between 1 minute for a green and 2 for a yellow. I think the Iranian number 10 will come back in a shorter time. Hauke lifts the ball, frustrated, turns away and berates himself. Ashnashari, it is a green card confirmed. So Nurazada will return to the action sooner than it suggests on our screens. Ruhr put the press on. Germany forced Iran into the error, and Heine can come away. Zvika, Sardi returning to the action, tried to cause trouble. Nasty for the goalkeeper. Hatimnejad went down low and it hit him very much in the midriff. Seems okay. Zvika. Iran back to their full complement. Milk Cow thought about the cheeky effort from the acute angle. Ruhr always looks to try different things. That time the net stops him from doing anything. Picked up by Nguyen, a player you don't notice so much in this German team, but trust me, he is always working so hard in and around the fringes for his team. That man you notice often because he's wheeling away in goal celebration. Hayner, that is Newen on the far side. An industrious player. Zvika, another player who you don't always notice, but he's always working. Here he is. Can he score? No, he can't. Well played, Pelka and Zvika. The second goal scorer, Pelka, lifted the ball. And Iran will restart through Ashna Shari. Ashna Shari will get the ball back here on the right-hand side. Hayner. Oh, Pelka had more time than he realised. Hateminejad had committed himself. He had dropped to one knee. Pelka could have stopped the ball and just slotted it home, but he didn't know. 32 years of age, Pelka. Definitely not the oldest in the team either. That falls to Alexandra Otter. Weinke. Newen. Here is Pelka, but the whistle goes as the ball just lifts off his stick once more. Otter, the intimidating number 9 for the German team, just off the left shoulder. There he is going towards the ball as it is played down the boards. Iranian goes in to join Sadi in defence and try and stop Newen from getting away down the right-hand side. They do a good job there between Sadi and Nouranian. Now that to me looked more like a hit than a push from Sadi. It went wide anyway, so it doesn't matter, but not allowed to hit the ball in indoor hockey. Push or a flick. Weinke down the line. Again Pelka. This time Barami comes across and picks up ahead of Hateminejad. Oh, poor from the captain. Zvika then, can he make them pay? Hateminejad again is putting in a real man of the match performance here. His team might be 4-1 down, but blimey would it be more if he wasn't playing. Well done by Sadi. Here he is once more. In fact, it was Nouranian. Sadi played the ball into Nouranian. Zvika. Otter. Newen. Then gets taken out, and it was... Well, I thought there was going to be a card there, but no, and across goes the captain, Biren Vand, to apologise, just enthusiastically trying to get the ball. We'll put that down in the forwards tackle file. Not so much the case now, but very much through the history of hockey, forwards seem not to be the best tacklers in the world. Nowadays, at this level, you have to be able to do everything. Lovely ball. Using the boards well. Hauke, Hayner. Hauke once more. Otter. Not the quickest. The real figurehead centre forward for the likes of Milkau to work off of. 11 minutes 38 to go for Germany to seal yet another World Cup final. Milkau. Hateminejad got his pads to it. Milkau steals it back. And then somehow manages to pick the pocket of the Iranian player down in the right-hand corner. Back it comes to Hauke. He can't find the control to get through the Iranian defence. Now he can go on his own. Has to take it 3 meters before going into the D. Didn't do so, but wins a free hit instead. Austria and Australia do battle for the other place in the men's indoor hockey World Cup final. That coming up after this first semi-final in the men's Indoor Hockey World Cup. If you want to have your say on social media, hashtag IHWC 2018. Hauke, Weinke, Ruhr, the goal machine returns in place of Alexander Otter, who is a former goal machine for this German team. The hooter going. Iran want to have a conversation with their players, so they call a timeout. Which is another nuance between the indoor and the outdoor game. This in outdoor hockey, internationally, teams get a break every 15 minutes.
In der Offensive, wir bleiben geduldig, wir suchen nach der nächsten Bude, wir suchen nach der nächsten Lücke, immer ein Wechselspieler.
In indoor, Stefan Kermasch
ist aber die Defensive, Männer. Der Schlüssel ist Defensive, an der
putting his
Bande,
point
in dem
across
Kreis
very
davor,
much,
gegen die Schleuderbälle.
talking tactics to his team.
Konter, 5-1 drauf machen.
Eine Sache
Auf
noch,
geht's.
wenn die jetzt rauskommen, ein bisschen mehr, dann muss die Mitte auch besetzt sein. Nicht nur links, sondern auch die Mitte. Also die gehen
into the fold not long ago. Kermasch. Look at that, young and old. Germany loves its indoor hockey. And how well supported has this event been? They have cheered every goal, whether it's been Christopher Ruhr scoring them or not. Hauke, Heine, one of the figureheads of the German charge here at the Indoor Hockey World Cup. Weinke, Ruhr down the boards. Once the ball won't get it. Here's Ruhr, Hauke. Milk Cow in the deep, goes back. Hauke, Iran chasing shadows currently. Nuzarada. And eventually, Iran get the ball. Barami berating the umpire. He will restart for the team in white. Out of play goes. Weinke finds Ruhr. Hauke, so quick. Hatemnejad, was there a foul? Yes, there was. Penalty corner given. Hatemnejad not overly happy with the decision, the 33-year-old. But all the same, the umpire has made his decision and he shrugs and says, I saw what I saw, I made my decision. Get on with the game. And the Germans very much will. Well, his glove connected with the stick of Marco Milkout. Did his stick as well, either or. It doesn't matter, it's being given. Germany go to the left-hand side of the Iranian goal. Hauke is injecting. Iran lose a player, and it's the number 5, Bennam Sadi. Ruhr at the top of the D, awaiting the ball. Will it be his 4th goal? Will they go to Heine? Will they go to Milkout? Now Iran lose another. Away goes Hamid Nouranian. Take 3. Ruhr. And wide from Hauke. Clever from Germany. When everyone thought that it would be Ruhr for his 4th, they manoeuvred the ball instead. The bunt back from Milkout for Heine didn't quite come off. And in the end, Iran have the ball. Nurazeda, then Ruhr goes. Milkout with him, knows that Heine's on his shoulder. Here is the captain. Weinke. Heine somehow finds the boot of the big number 9, Taherad. Of course, the goal scorer for Iran. Weinke once more. Down the line to Ruhr, back to 30 Weinke. Patience Germany taking their time. They've got a comfortable lead, 4-1. Ruhr, in him, they've got an out-and-out goal scorer, 18 goals now for the competition. Michael Korper of Austria, 13 goals. Zwicker. Milk cow. That's great. Ewan. Oh, well. The Iranian goalkeeper has been absolutely unbelievable at times today, and yet again there, Sasan Hatanamidjad stops the German players in their tracks. It was Dan Ewan that time, with the goal at his mercy. Ruhr. Otter. Wide of the goal it goes. Still trying to find a goal. Otter on the reverse, post and out. What does he need to do to score, the big man? 19 goals in Leipzig. Nothing yet here. He adds a lot more to this team, though, in his physicality. Penalty stroke given. And there is a deathly silence around the Halle. Biran Van, the captain of Iran, applauds the decision. Dan Ewan with the shove. Well, there was also a noise from the stick contact as well, so can't really argue. Tobias Walter stands in the way. Nurazeda, goal. Iran have two. It's 4-2 with 5 minutes to play. Iran are still in this semi-final. Germany do not want to take them lightly. Nurazeda with a fine penalty stroke. Pass to Tobias Walter. He takes him alongside Michael Korper in the goal-scoring standings on 13 apiece. Balouli was the man that lost the possession for Iran. Otter gets his feet round. Hayner, Newen, who gave away the penalty stroke, races round the right-hand side, but is stopped by Taharad. He in turn gives away a free hit, and again, not overly delighted at the umpire's decision. Zwicker, Pelka trying to use Otter, who was widening the goal for the German team. But Hatanamidjad once more was in the way. The Iranians standing in Pelka's way. And then the goal scorer tried to steal the ball as Otter came across. Goal scorer being Nurazeda. Well, super stuff from that man. Sasan Hatanamidjad has had a magnificent game in this semi-final. His team may not make it to the final, but he can be proud, and they can be proud of how they've stood up to Germany here. 13-2 in the bronze medal match in 2015. Well, it's going to be nothing like 13-2 this evening. Otter, the ball popping up, the umpire thought about giving the decision, decided not to. Then Iran can come away. Here goes Taharad, who's already got on the score sheet. Zwicker almost swings into the challenge, looking like he didn't expect to get the ball. Somehow he did. Ruhr dropping back, looking for a fourth. Can he go all the way? No. Lovely ball. Weinke, Hatanamidjad once more, and then Weinke can't put the ball away. Milk cow, Ruhr, Hatanamidjad again saving again in the way for Germany, again frustrating them. Again the Germans win it back. And then it's a penalty corner as Balali falls to his knees. Now, the umpire on this side of the pitch, Luis Martinez, was not overly pleased with Bernovan's reaction, the captain. See here, oh well, we don't see there. We cut away perfectly at the right time. Well, I paraphrase, but I think the words calm down may have been used. Ruhr, Heine, Milk Cow. Who do you want to go to? Any of the three for Germany. Marana teetering on losing another player over the halfway line as they did last time. They broke early again, they will lose. Norazeda was the man that broke. He, the goal scorer of the second goal, heads away. Heine, goal. Martin Heine, utter simplicity from the penalty corner. And he turns away with another goal to his name. 5-2 the score now. And with 1:38 on the clock, Germany have finally broken the Iranians here. Iran have been an excellent opposition for this German side, a real test. Heine with his 4th goal of the competition. And the crowd shout his name. Ruhr now breaks in midfield, seemed to get a knock and almost stop in his tracks. Bertrand nearly a goal at the other end, but it didn't quite come off for Teherad. You can sense Germany know now, inside the last minute, they've got the game in the bag. The crowd rise to their feet as one. Germany are going to yet another World Cup final. They didn't make it there in 2015. They will make it there in 2018. They've been pushed by the Iranians. Goals from Tahirarab and Norazeda kept it very interesting. Sasan Hatemanajad, well, I'm going to call him right here, right now, as my man of the match, whether that's official or not. He has been absolutely magnificent, despite a super display from Ruhr, and Ferdi Vainker scores. He has peppered the goal at times this afternoon. He has tried and tried and tried, and a very popular scorer is Ferdi Vainker of Germany from open play. 6-2 the score, and the celebrations as Germany make it once more to the Indoor Hockey World Cup final. Their fourth World Cup final at 5 attempts. 2015 was the only time they didn't make it. Iran can be very, very pleased with themselves. Yes, they haven't made it to the semi-finals, but a 13-2 loss in the bronze medal match in Leipzig has become a 6-2 loss in Berlin in 2018. They really, really stood up to Germany at times, and a fantastic performance from the goalkeeper especially, Hatemanajad. Well, the German flags are waving. Their men are in the final. Can their women follow suit later on? The final score in the first semi-final here at the Indoor Hockey World Cup: Germany 6, Iran 2.
17 Euro. Und jetzt unsere Ehrenrunde, die Ehrenrunde unseres Teams. Und der steht da vorne jetzt zum Fernsehinterview und wir machen da Roller, bis das Interview beendet ist, okay? Da freuen die Kollegen sich. Und ihr natürlich auch. Und der Hartwig Töne ist bekannt für 12 Minuten Interviews. Also, ihr seid bereit?